Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pilot Ryan Media on YouTube. Just sliding in here to the chair for tonight. Streaming here at the warehouse, talking about new releases. Streaming from a different setup, so I apologize. It took me a minute to get it set up. Running late and hitting hiccups. So how's everybody doing? Let me know if you can hear me. We're not going to be here long. We know what we're here to talk about. It's the A10. Oh, that's ridiculous. Let me fix that. I am so dumb. Let me get this. It's on YouTube. How ridiculous. Okay. Jeff in Lower Alabama, what's up? We're going to do a roll call here. We got about a half hour. Jeff in Lower Alabama goes on at 8 Eastern time. I don't know what time it is for him where he is, but I know we worked it out where that's going to work out good for him. And Jeff is super gracious. You know, I reached out to Jeff actually earlier. It was yesterday, day before, something like that. And I was like, hey man, Thursday when there's a release, he already knows the drill. Jeff in Lower Alabama has been a supporter for a long time. That dude's been coming up in comment sections with my videos for many, many years. And he actually had a different channel name for the longest time. What is it, Jeff? Tell us what it is. See me do, see me something? Something like that. But obviously he's here in the chat right now, and in my description with all the links right underneath my website is also a link to his channel. So check that out. But he was so cool. He's like, Ryan, whatever you got to do, man, I get it. I was like, I appreciate that, but I'll be done. I'll be done. You know, sometimes it works out where you can do that. Sometimes it doesn't. But when it can, we'll let it. So very cool. So check out Jeff in Lower Alabama later. When this show ends, Jeff in Lower Alabama will be going on, and then Hangar 51 goes on after that. That's right. See me do, see me do. So you'll see like a URL, www whatever / some YouTube stuff, and it'll say see me do, see me do. That's his old channel name or whatever. So he was commenting forever with that handle, and then now he's Jeff in Lower Alabama. It actually was Jeff in LA for a little bit, but I think he wanted to make sure people knew it was Lower Alabama. So anyway, check him out. Support him on his show after this. But we're talking about the E-flite Ultra Micro A10. I like to call it version Deuce. So BC Flyer in the house, Brian Chambers, Dylan, Paul McNeil, Noons, Turning Bank, Jeff in Lower Alabama, Victor RC, EDF Jets, Dennis Farley, Dylan Story, Third Day RC. Yeah, we did a release video today at 11 o'clock, so check out our E-flite Ultra Micro A10 video. There's a few other influencers that released the videos on that as well today. As of course, is always the case, Horizon Hobby did a bunch of videos on it as well, and I'm sure we can see videos from the Jason Merkel, and I'm sure the regular videos we always see, the really highly produced product videos. Ping Pong. Let's see, Victor, RC, Paul McNeil, Hey Jack, FPV. That would be cool. Third Day RC, Barry Campbell, Lee Davidson, Brian Brissett. Let's see, Ethan RC, Keith Christie. I tell you what, the new one's tough. If you watch my video, you know it's tough. I put it in. I put it in pretty hard. Tim Smith, what's going on? Dylan, howdy to you. Dude, 3S 850 milliamp. Watch the video, Ethan. Watch the video, man. We don't say all that stuff for fun. Yeah, 3S 850 milliamp packs for the win. For the win. And now it's an IC2 equipped airplane. So if you don't have those kind of batteries, you'll have to get an adapter or just buy the Smart Pack 850 milliamp packs that work. Links to all this stuff in the description, guys. Thanks for using those too, by the way. And not to be coy, but we got to support the influencers we like, obviously. But There's only a few of us that actually have the thing to work it. So consider that as well. I mean, support who you want. I mean, by all means, do what you want. We're grown-ups, right? You got to man up. You got to make choices. But come on, man. I mean, dude, we're out there getting it done. So think about that. Matt M, yeah, it's cool, man. I can't wait to spend more time with it. I actually completely destroyed ours. 3 intense, very hard crashes. So I can fix it, but I'd probably fix it and get another one. Anybody I missed, I'm sorry. Dave DeWitt, JCB67, Keith Christie, it is all out of whack. Rimlap RC Flyers, TNRC Pilot. TNRC Pilot, you know what? You gotta. When is Bobby going to make his announcement? I'm sure he'll make announcements on his socials, and I mean sometimes I have things to do with those announcements as well. It's kind of it's his play, so we'll just see. You know, there's no reason to make any announcement until stuff is on the website, things have been checked out, things like that. Thank you, Mickey B. Ethan RC saw the video, skipped to the flying. Yeah, man, a lot of tech spec stuff in there, man. Hey, Jack FPV talking about a new B25. That'd be great, but I haven't heard anything about one. I'd love to be wrong. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, these are like my sunglasses, but clear. And I use them for safety glasses, and they go dark in the sun. And I kind of like them to hide behind, to be honest with you, when there's a camera in my face. So that's really what's up. Especially when you guys want to tell me how tired I am or something. You forgot that day of charm school where they told you not to tell people how fat or tired they look. Yeah. Roll inverted and pull. Mike SSI, man, with some hilarious comments all the time in the comment sections. You had me on a really good one today. Thank you for always showing up. Yeah, I gotta say, you guys know that the early iteration of A10 was fairly fragile. It looked like that the whole fuselage would break off right in front of the leading edge of the wing, and the tail would come off so easy. I put it in, you saw it, but in slow-mo, but I put it in so hard, and all it did was break off the little plastic tip of the nose just in front of the battery compartment. And I swear the only reason that broke off is because that's where the carbon fiber, there's 2 spars that run down the whole fuselage, and they go way up there to the nose, but the nose gets narrow, so that they have to stop with the carbon fiber. So that little tiny bit is what came off in 3 little pieces, put them back together like a puzzle, no glue, and flew the rest of the video. So definitely a tough airplane. The first one would not have survived that kind of abuse, guaranteed. Guaranteed. Eric Hiles, I wish we got some bashing in. I've been crawling some and working on a Gen 8, customizing it to death. If you check out my socials, you can see it. I got the old purple Gen 8, and I dialed in with a Spektrum Firma and the Red Cat lights. I got some Proline tires on it. It's actually super nice. So been doing that, and then we ordered the drag cars, but they're not here yet, obviously. So Bobby and I are going to do some racing, some crawling. Bobby's got a real nice custom Gen 8 going on too, and of course they sell those at BitGo Hobby. Links to all the companies I work with, obviously at pilotryanmedia.com. And I've got a new affiliate as well, and that might be coming on the site. Who knows? Maybe even tonight. I'm going to actually look right now. Pardon me. And I'll try to keep an eye on the time. Lots of videos. You know, for a while there, I tell you, we just couldn't get out. And so we got a lot of stuff flown the other day. You know, the best part about my crashes are, I think I have no problem taking the blame. And I've been flying long enough. Most of the time, the worst thing about a crash is when you don't know why it happened. And that happens to people who are new more than people who've been around. So I know exactly what the problem was. And it was, I can confidently say that it was totally me. I missed it on getting those elevators set to neutral. Not the elevators, the rudders set to neutral. And I had a tremendous left rudder turn at neutral. And so when I was yanking and banking that thing, it just spun. It spun. You saw it. It just spun in. So completely my fault. Super, Jeff, I know, man, but it's okay. I got nothing going on. I'm just showing up, man. It's special edition, release night. It's one of the ways that I want to give you guys a little extra access. If you got questions about the release, tease it some more, remind you. A lot of guys will end up showing up and be like, what happened? And so we can, let those folks know. And then, also, I mean, I love working with Horizon. So it's one way that I can honor that relationship by shining even more light on that product release. And one thing that I was thinking about today too is like, I'm super proud and honored to be able to do these. And when I look at the other channels who get these models from Horizon today, as far as I know, it was Brian Phillips, who's pushing 100,000. Sailors, who are pushing, 260,000? And you guys, the most powerful community in RC, sitting here at Pilot Ryan Media with little old me with 15K, right? I think we must be buying a lot of planes, fellas, because they like us over here. They really like us. I feel like Sally Fields, right? They like us. They really like us. And I say us because it's you guys. I mean, it is all of this thing. Nah, it's not fixed yet, Olson. I'm going to beg him for another one. No, the A10. So yeah, with that being said, little old me is trying to compete with the big dogs. Help me. Watch the videos, thumbs them up, thumbs them down, whatever. You know what I mean? Engage with that content. And if you're going to buy that son of a gun, man, click the links. Appreciate that so much. Yeah, Bruce Beamer, it's just a set, man. I just get to hang out. I got to work a regular job like the rest of you guys. Bobby K is the one who gets the benefit from working at the air house. Jeff in Lower Alabama, you ain't lying. Fog City RC, that little A10 is bad to the bone. Third Day RC, appreciate that, man. You guys are great. But yeah, just to put that in a little perspective, I feel like in the community, scenesters, streamers, it feels like it's kind of tight, but it is. It's a narrow slice of the pie. But like in the whole, when you get outside of the stream crowd, we see a lot of the same folks in the chat that are doing stream. It's kind of tight, which is great. But in the big scope of YouTube and competing for attention and things like that, the hierarchy is way beyond little old me. Like in our little community, I'm maybe one of the bigger fish. But I got nothing on some of these other guys. So now that's as far as vanity metrics go. Subscribers, things like that, which are huge. People look at that stuff. So, I mean, it's real. But I think the power in this community who goes to a channel where they really trust the voice, the voices, like Bobby and I, to give a good, honest read at what we see displayed by that airplane and its behavior, and those kinds of things. I think it's important. And, you know, I've been doing this for a while, so maybe that's it. Maybe it's just working. I don't know. Anyway, thanks so much. And don't forget, I'm the little guy too. Just like it's 5 o'clock somewhere, there's always somebody bigger than you somewhere else. Brent Heilman, what's happening? Brian Brissett, I appreciate that, man. We need to add a couple zeros to my numbers, don't we? I don't know. You know what? I don't complain about it. I think it would be awesome, but I think it'll happen eventually. But in my head, what I think is I must be doing something wrong. I must be doing something wrong. The market dictates, you know, what's successful in commerce and television and everything else. So I must just not be doing a good enough job. Maybe I need to crash more. Maybe I need to, I don't know what. But it's really just going to be more of the same because I do what I do, and this is it. Dylan Story, you just informed your hobby shop of the new A10. Hope they listen to you. Yeah, man. You want a local hobby shop? I know of one that's in your pocket. Right here. PilotRyanMedia.com. Boom. Thanks, Rick Bachman. So, guys, any questions specific to this A10 right now? I do want to really tend to this time. And I want to tell you what's going on a little bit in the future, too. But I do want to stay focused on the A10 a little bit. I'm loving my NX10. Oh, bummer, Eric. Olson. Yeah, that's generic. Lee Davidson's working it. Yeah, Dad. No other way. The numbers don't get to me. I just want to put the perspective out there. They don't get to me at all. I'm just aware. Think about it. I mean, how cool is it, community, that we made it. You know what I mean? Here we are. Compared to those other guys that are getting this stuff, this is a small channel, but it must be powerful. You guys are awesome. I mean, that's why. That's why. Hunter Yoakum, what's happening? Brap. Discover RC in the house. Wilson White Owl. Don't know, but you're doing a great job informing us. Thank you. I enjoy it. I love making videos, and I love the buzz. Dylan Story, I don't know the shipping to Canada, man. I am sorry about that. You listen, don't let me give you a hard time either. You do what you got to do. Sawyer Heslop, there are no flaps. It takes LiPo batteries, 850 milliamp smart pack with IC2. I do have links in the description to the flight video from today, and this description is identical. That's in the stream to the one from the flight video today. And there's a handful of links. I use bit.ly links, so you know it's obvious what it is. Guys, there's so much work involved in this stuff. I mean, honestly, the code for these links, when you make them all affiliate and whatever, it's like 3 or 4 lines of code. So I do this bit.ly thing where I get to like shrink them down and name them what I want. And then my description box doesn't become a mess. But underneath the PilotRyanMedia.com is the link to Jeff and Laura Alabama's channel. But otherwise, the descriptions are the same. So it's plastic. The nose, the like tip of the nose and the gun at the business end of the gun, that's plastic. Now once it gets past the like nose cone, so to say, it gets in a foam again. So you don't need flaps on that baby though. But yeah, you guys, I mean, model all you want. That's what's happening. Let's play RC. What's going on? William in the Great Northwest. Well, I hope so. I try, you guys. I really enjoy it. Discover RC, you guys are going to like it. I started watching. I haven't had a chance to finish it yet, but Discover RC just put out a video the other day where they had the Dynam 110 and 109 going on, which was cool. That kid flies pretty good. He puts about whatever you tell him under the net, doesn't he? I couldn't believe, was that a big old HSD Super Viper out there? You guys had a monster out there at that school. I couldn't believe it. All right, all right, all right. Aaron Phillips in the house. Aaron Phillips, are you Brian Phillips in disguise? It's okay if you are. JCB67. Yeah, man. Bobby got new stuff in yesterday. What's up, Mark Buchtel? Thank you, Bruce Beamer. Jono Edwards, I assume they're the same servos as on the Citation. I know the power system is the same. I would invite you to check out the tech spec at the website because they really have done all the homework there. It's there. That's Ken. Yeah, that big thing. BC Flyer, I appreciate that, and you know what? People have different. It's so funny because I remember watching bashers when I was getting into bashers, and there were some guys that just upgraded them to death, sending them to the moon, and I'm like, yeah, that's not me, no way. And so I didn't really watch those videos. I didn't quite get it yet, what I was seeing. And so I'd watch more of the aimed at beginner, really good review where they really get into the tech of it a little bit, and just you really get to see what it is they're talking about. And those, when I didn't know what I was looking at, those appealed to me. But the more I learned, the more then I liked the guys that really sent it to the moon, and I was willing to do some upgrades and things like that. So people go through these different seasons or this different path to get where they are in their little RC journey. And so there are certain times where maybe that channel appeals to you more than not. I think it's great to have a bunch of different kind of voices out there, and I appreciate you saying that. Those cats are obviously doing something right. I think one thing that they might do right that I probably won't do is I just can't see, I don't see myself finding the time to do a lot of what I would almost consider toy grade RCs. So I think as far as a ratio goes, like I feel like my subscriber base is really dialed into the hobby grade quality products over some of the really never heard of it cheaper stuff. And it's not a diss at all. I mean, if I was doing YouTube and I had to put out videos every day, I would have to do some of that too, but that's just not where I'm at. So nothing against those guys, man. They're doing something right. John Graham, what's happening? Plastic Knot, RC Plane reviewer in the house, checking in. Let me go grab one of those batteries because I know y'all want to see it. I'll be right back. 850 milliamp Smart 3S 30C G2, by the way, with IC2 connector. Now, there's an IC2 connector to IC3, which makes charging this with your regular old, smart battery chargers a breeze. And of course, they're going to hook that up. So that's what I used. And I show it in the video. I know that stuff at the beginning seems kind of boring sometimes, but this stuff that you guys seem to be interested in right now, the battery, the adapters, the chargers it takes to get it done, I thought I did a pretty good job showing those things at the beginning of the video. And I did the homework to put the links in the video description so you guys can easily see what it takes to get it done. Perfect. And you guys saw where I put the battery in the video. It seemed like really good CG, by the book, on the setup. Now listen, I don't have the plane to show you how to install a battery right now, but let's see. What was I going to say? I'm so sorry. Oh, so yeah, in my intro, this thing has the same power system as the Citation. So I mentioned how you can use the batteries that you have for the Citation in this plane as long as you get the JST to IC2 adapter or make one, right? So that's a part that's going to be available if it's not already, obviously at Horizon. But yeah, if you have the batteries for the Citation, they're going to work. But remember, the new A10 has an IC2 ESC. That's going to be male, I think. I don't know. The other one of this. Not this one. It's looking at my face, that's why. This is so weird using a different setup today. Anyway, click the links, man. It'll take you right there to good product photos of this stuff. More than likely. Oh, dude, John Graham, the Husky was awesome. So what do we put out lately? We put out the Husky video, and I've got other stuff coming. So I've got my OMP Challenger video that'll be coming out soon. The Arrows F15. We just put out the Husky. There's a Bigfoot ready to fly around the corner I did a video on, just sitting on. And then, of course, Big Red. One of these days, maybe. Who knows? Raymond Molina. What is happening? I'm missing a lot of stuff, I'm sure. I'm sorry, guys. Plastic Knot. Yo, Ryan, do you like to fly the Freewing F4 Phantom 90mm? No. Heavy. Always wrecked them. Hated it. I got one and it's parked. Same with Bobby. For me, the E-flite F4 Phantom is the easier flying one. You know, if I had to fly off of grass, I would go with the Freewing one. And you know, I didn't give the Freewing probably a fair shot. I think I never backed the battery back off enough for CG, but I was also having receiver trouble at the same time. I went through 2 or 3 of those F4s, and it's just, there's so much stuff. It's cool. I got to have everything. Some of it you still fly, some of it you hang up, and you're like, yeah, I had to have it. But, man, there's so much stuff that flies, I think, better than that one. But it's cool, man. I mean, if you're into F4s, it's a solid F4. And the E-flite one, I believe, is discontinued, unfortunately. If you can pick one of those up somewhere, grab it. I don't think the EDF sounded as bad until after I'd already bumped it, pranged it. Girl flies RC plane. Yeah, I know exactly what they're doing with that. You know, they title their stuff differently than the rest of us do. And they're playing to the SEO gods of YouTube, right? So more in their mind, I'm sure they probably have metrics to back it up. more people might search Girl Flies RC than E-flite Ultra Micro A10 Bind and Fly Select with smart item number, you know what I mean? That's a whole lot to search. So I always, most people in the RC YouTube side of things tend to put the product name in the title, and that usually works pretty good for most of us. Even when I do those kind of clickbaity titles, I still put the name in it. E-flite Havoc, too comfy, too quick. I mean, I put those in there, you know what I mean? But I know exactly why they do those titles that way. It's because they're just playing the big YouTube game, not just the guys seeking out Hing Long number 2622, which they do some of that too. You ever notice that some of those products they are doing don't even have names? It's just an item number. It's crazy. RC Geek is completely awesome. Plastic knot. Jimmy Giorgio, what's up? Been crazy busy. Haven't made it out to the Pilot's Lounge in a while. Hope all's well. Thank you, man. Everything is great. Eric Quinn, what's happening? Yeah, just talking about the A10. We're going to wrap it up in about 5 minutes. Dylan Story loves seeing the micro enhancements they are doing at Horizon. Just had a MiG-15 retired land in his hangar. Nathaniel Morgan, I don't know, but I think it's got to be getting soon as far as the E-flite Draco, which is just, it can't even be a secret anymore. I don't know, but I guarantee you this. Pilot Ryan Media, little old me, is going to be one of the ones that have it. And I owe it all to you. It's the power of the voice. You guys take that consideration to make those extra steps and click through those links. Go to that website that I created, and that's why it happens. It ain't because I'm cute. I promise you that. I promise you that. So, pay it forward in the house. Ute, what's going on? So listen, guys. I tell you what, I get a little bit, I'm in the perfect position between the obsessed customer like myself and you know. I'm just a super fan who has had opportunities because I've been there, I've taken them, I've made good on them, and I never let go. I never let go. I started off in magazine, dudes, and here I am making videos. Doing fly-ins and stuff, man. I mean, it's cool. Jermaine Spencer, what's up, dude? Good to see you. John Graham says, $1 to a donut. Ryan already has it. The world may never know till a few weeks or whatever. Who knows? Tyler, we're going to have to get back into the A10. I don't have it. I've got the battery. I wrecked mine. I got to fix it. It's just not a good look. It was all my fault on it. So just, you know, for now, watch that video and check out the Horizon stuff. Check out the other influencers' work on it. And then come back to my website and click through. So, guys, Brian Chambers, thanks, man. Thanks for the super chat. Ryan, you and Bobby hit all the marks on all your videos, and for that, we thank you. You guys notice the sound effects when I put in that little crash in the outro? I mean, those little things, guys, I do that because I think it's hilarious. I think it's funny. Eric Quinn's got a micro unboxing video uploading right now. Very cool. Did you run a request chit through the proper authorities on the streaming network to make sure it wasn't going to be on top of anybody else? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man. Guys, there's so many streams. You got to do what you got to do. Michael writes, good to see you. Guys, we're going to beat it, though. But the party's not over. The party's not over. Jeff in Lower Alabama, he's in the room right now. Are you ready to go, Jeff? Let me know, Jeff. Are you ready to rock? I just froze. Dang. I may be done anyway. That's no good. Oh man, can you guys hear me? I froze, but can you hear me? Later, Noons. Plastic knot, man. I don't know. You got to do what you got to do. They don't know what a request shit is. That's why it's funny. Dennis Farley, see you later. Yeah, Jeff, go ahead and get yours. Dude, go ahead and get yours going. Drop the link in here real quick. RC Weavin says he hears me, so I'm going to stay on here until I see your link, Jeff. So the party is not over, you guys. There's 100 of you hanging out. I invite you to go check out Jono Edwards. That's hilarious. He says, you're so cool, you're frozen. Guys, see you in the comment sections of my videos. Appreciate all your support. The E-flite A10 Ultra Micro is a fantastic little micro. Check it out. Watch the video. Thumbs it up. Thumbs it down. You know the deal. Click the links. But tonight I want you to keep the party rolling. I want you to keep it rolling for Hangar 51, Jeff in Lower Alabama. He's about to drop his link to his show, which he does Thursday nights, 8 o'clock Eastern time, and he's about to go. It's 8 o'clock now. I'm waiting to see his link, and then I'm going to end this one. I'm sorry that I froze up, but I was meaning to be a short show tonight. Anyway, thanks for all your support. Checking out the E-flite Ultramicro A10. Hope you like what you're seeing, and check out the channel, because I tell you what, I'm not sure notifications always go out the way you think they do. So check out the channel every now and then. Follow on social, Facebook and Instagram, all that stuff, so you don't miss it, because I will always blast out when I put a new release or there's a promotion or whatnot. These companies like to work with me. They keep me in the loop, so I'm able to spread that intel to my people. So with that, go check out Jeff in Lower Alabama. He put his link in this chat. His link is also in the description of this video, right underneath my website. It'll say, see me do, see me do. So go check out Jeff in Lower Alabama. Great guy. The party is not over. We're just going to carry it over to his house. And then he's, actually, you never know what his background's going to look like either, which is kind of fun. And then Hangar 51 after that. Guys, we'll see you in the next one. I'm going to roll. It's weird that I'm frozen, but I'm out of here in 5. Hangar Rats forever. 3 later. You're too good to be forgotten. Thanks for all your